Wait, no, no, guys, help! I hate seafood! No, 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 my mask! Hello everyone and welcome to another Bionicle review. Today I will be going over the Manas. A little bit of set background information. The set number is 8539. The year of release was 2001. The approximate amount of parts used in construction is 442. And at time of release, the set was about $90. So let's jump right into it. We've got a lot to cover with these. Just want to quickly mention before anything else that these are the first and the last remote control Bionicle sets, so they are pretty unique. Let's jump right into the pros, of course. Obviously, they're remote controlled. As you can see, the motor is right here. It basically makes up their main torso. That is really cool. To have them just kind of walk around on their own, even though you're controlling them. It's really nice. Another pro is how they are constructed. They are made to be basically large crabs, and they get that point across very clear. Now, if you've ever seen prototypes of the Manas, you'll know that they have changed probably most out of any of the Rahi. Originally, the claws were supposed to be extremely large. The eyes were supposed to also be transparent Rurus, like the Nui Rama. But that changed to what you see now. So moving on, the differentiation between the two. I like that. I like how they're different. They're the same, but different. This one over here is very obviously black with a more sleek, backwards, more aerodynamic kind of armor pattern with yellow accents and two yellow comals to boot. The other one is white and orange, and it has more of a almost tank looking like armor pattern with two orange Rurus, orange accents. Now, something I find interesting about this, the colors at least, is that they're actually opposites. The colors are the gray, and then all the black on this is replaced almost part for part by white here. A little bit of different pieces and a different method of adding the armor, but you can see for yourself it's true. And in the orange it's just darker yellow. So another pro, probably I would say, is the function. Now, you might be thinking that the remote control is the main function, but this is probably the secondary function. This is the part where the masks come into play. So, let's take the lesser seen, lesser known, probably never showed up in the storyline Manas out of the way. Bring in this guy. Now, besides the remote control, you have what appears to be teeth, kind of right here. Now, this is a mechanism. And this, when you push either of these masks inward, you push them kind of inward toward the sides, a lever will push this down and basically announces this Manas has lost. I think that is very subtle, but gets the point across, along with, the whole mask thing. Bit of a view from the back here. Oh, that's the back. So let's jump into the cons. Right off the bat, I would have to say the arms. They're very wobbly. Now, I understand why they have to be this way. It's because of the connector. It has to be this way. They're the most loose connector they can get. This is because if it's difficult to move the arms, the motorized function isn't going to work so well. So I understand that. It's just kind of a muaka kene ra syndrome with the wiggliness. Another con I would have to say is actually the motorized function. With this, you see, with all the other tread rahi, the ones that have the treads, you can roll them across the ground, the treads will turn, etc. With these, you see my point. They are completely motorized. They cannot be slid across the ground because they are completely motorized. I'll get to the motor function in a second here. So probably another con I'd have to say would be this function here. It's very loose. It doesn't have a clear-cut, solid connection, so occasionally it'll drop if you kind of put it down somewhere. You set it down. Sometimes it'll drop. It can be kind of a pain. You got to be very careful while handling. Another thing, and this is more specific to this one over here, is that the teeth. Now this, personally, I do not have a problem with this. Personally, it looks great, their teeth. But some may have a problem with the fact that on this guy, those are the only white parts. It's kind of similar to Tarkava. But like I said, I personally do not have an issue with this. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. Again, the con would be that none of the major functions aside from the masks really work without the motorized components. So with that out of the way, let me show you the motorized components. And we're going to take this guy out of the way for right now. So, in the box, at time of release, there are two manas. This guy and the other one. They came with two controllers that look like this. Now on these, grabbed the wrong one. These controllers are actually identical. And they each come with one hook. An orange one like this, which goes to the orange and white one. And a yellow one like this, which goes to this one right here. So let's quickly look at the controller. Now I know you might not think this is important, but some people may need this. So, pretty basic. It's not like any sort of modern day gaming controller. The buttons are very simple. The two up here make it go forward. On this side, if you press this button, one of these two legs are going to turn. So, pressing these down make it go forward or to one side, and pressing these make it go backward. And then there are the system connection points where you can add whatever you want. Now, this is actually an actual thing that they recommend, putting this on the side. Let me show you how to activate this. What you do, you have the hook, you insert it right here. So there's a place to put it. Now, there's a dial. It goes 1, 2, 3, and all. This is the frequency that the manas picks up on. It's basically just like an RC controller. So I have mine set to 1. On the manas, you put this in, you turn it, set it to whatever frequency you want out of 3. Now here's where it's a little bit confusing, to me at least. You have right here another axle point. Put it in. Above it says on. Press it, I guess. Turn it if you want. I don't really know. That was kind of confusing to me. But it should work. So I don't know how to turn it off. I think it kind of just turns off on its own after a period of inactivity. But let me go ahead and show you. So, pressing this button makes the right motor function go. Pressing this one makes the left motor function go. Pressing the back ones make it go back. Now, you can already notice something that I did not actually think was a thing. Because see, with these, I thought that there'd be some specialized method where these two controls did one thing, like make it go back, and these are the attack. You can't really make it move, per se, without using either of these. And sorry for the cut. A whole bit of technical difficulties. So, whenever it moves backwards, the arms will move in an attacking fashion. So, now, you know, it takes some time. You can kind of combine them, press this and then this. Make them turn. So that's about it. That's really the function. Now, as you can see, this fell. So that's like I said, one of the aforementioned cons. But for what it is, it works great. Same thing goes for the other one. Basic information. The controller, come on, takes 3 AA's. And to my knowledge, I think the Manez also takes 3 AA's. So in a total, you'll be using about 6 per Manez controller combo. So that's pretty much it. There's not much else. You know, take this out. Put in here. Not much else to cover. Probably the only thing would be the mask function. You know, them having their masks knocked off. But I will not be covering that in this video. So, brings me actually to the next video. Next week I will be doing the final video for 2001. I will be going over a group shot of all of them. I'll be talking about 2001 a little bit more. And in that video I will be showing the functions and the play feature for all of them. So, that has been the Manez. Hope this review has helped you in some way. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next week for the final 2001 video. Thanks for watching.